Let's get to another major result that we had. It was number 18 Oklahoma beating number 14 Tennessee 33-27. Let's go over the highest graded player, starting off with the Oklahoma Sooners. Highest graded player was their safety, Peyton Bowen, 82.1. Grayson Halton, the D tackle, 74.5. Another D tackle there in David Stone, 72.6. Edge rusher Taylor Wine, 71.3. Owen Heineke, the linebacker, 71.3 as well. And John Mateer with a 63.3 grade in the win. Let's go over to Tennessee with their highest grade players in the loss. Idris Farouk, 87.9 at safety. Edwin Spillman, the linebacker, 83.2. Cornerback Ty Redmond, 75. Defensive tackle Jackson Moy, 72.3. Quarterback Colton Hood, 71.6. And Joey Aguilar with a 69 grade in the loss. Dalton, what told the story of this game?
I think this game is emblematic of Tennessee's entire season, honestly. They're going to see this season as one big missed opportunity. And the 3 games that they've lost, I think they feel like there are a lot of missed opportunities in these games. You think about the missed field goal against Georgia. You think about how close the game against Alabama could have been if not for the 100-yard pick six from Xavier Brown. And then you look at this game, which just loaded with them. And look, Oklahoma earned it, and their defensive line was outstanding. I'll get to them in a second. But you look at Tennessee, stat that sticks out to me. Just like Miami, in Oklahoma territory, when they ran offensive plays in Oklahoma territory, ready for this? A negative .920 EPA per play on plays in Oklahoma territory. When they got on that side of the field, 1.5 yards per play. They didn't finish drives. The strip sack and the best play maybe we saw all weekend with about a 20-yard stiff arm from R. Mason Thomas. The strip sack, Thomas taking it all the way down the field to give Oklahoma their first touchdown in this game, when it looked like early on, it was like, oh, Tennessee might have them dead in the water here. They're really moving the football well, and Tennessee did move the football well all night until they got deeper into Oklahoma territory and everything got harder. Settled for a field goal on the next drive, then missed a field goal, then 2 interceptions to end the first half, and then again just embodied with the dropped 4th and 1 in the fourth quarter on the drive that could have got him back into this game. Tennessee really, I think in these games, maybe they wouldn't have won the Alabama game anyway, because they would have gone, if they had scored on that drive and it would have been 16-14, you got an even ball game there. But this feels like missed opportunities in big games from Tennessee, and what that has done now is effectively, regarding the playoff, it's ended their season because they don't have enough good wins on what was a relatively soft schedule. They don't have enough good wins on this schedule to be a 9-3 playoff team from the SEC.
And with Vanderbilt losing too, especially.
Yeah, I mean, even if they beat Vanderbilt, they're gonna ruin Vanderbilt's season, which will make them happy. But Tennessee, there's not enough in the resume there, and in all 3 of these games, it's really about just not finishing drives, Joey Aguilar committing turnovers, and just not being able to take advantage of the opportunities that were right in front of them, because the entire first half of this game especially, Tennessee had the opportunity to put it away right in front of them.
Yep.
They could have dominated this game, and and Oklahoma found a way to make stands in their own territory. But Tennessee, to me, this game right here kind of encapsulates the story of this season to me.
My stat is the rushing difference that we had in this one between Tennessee and Oklahoma. And if you told me that it would be the stat that told the story for me, I would have said Tennessee would win the ball game, but it wasn't, because Oklahoma found their run game in this one and dominated run defense. Because both teams had plenty of issues with their passing games. Oklahoma, negative .311 EPA per pass. John Mateer only averaged 5.5 yards per pass attempt. Tennessee, negative .237 EPA per pass. Aguilar had 2 interceptions. The difference was, though, Oklahoma finally found its rushing attack, while Tennessee's run game was completely stifled by Oklahoma's defense. Oklahoma ran for 199 yards in this game with 2 touchdowns, averaging over 6 yards per carry. Xavier Robinson had over 100 rushing yards and a touchdown. John Mateer had 93 rushing yards and a touchdown as well. Meanwhile, Tennessee, John Mateer had 93 rushing yards. Tennessee had 93 rushing yards as a team in this one. Only forced 1 missed tackle against Oklahoma. Oklahoma only missed 1 tackle in the run game, 3.2 yards per carry. Oklahoma had a 91.4 run defense grade. That's their best against a Power 4 opponent all season. I know, Dalton, your most impressive is basically that Oklahoma defensive line.
Yeah, I think what we have now with Oklahoma, with only a few games to go, is pretty much solidified the 2 questions that we have to ask ourselves when we go into these next huge Oklahoma games. Or what is it? Their last 3 are LSU, Missouri, Alabama. I mean, that's unbelievable. With the two questions you ask with this Oklahoma team, can they run the football enough? And Xavier Robinson has really come through for them the last couple weeks. And can their defensive line dominate? Their defensive line dominated in this game. A 77.8 combined PFF grade in this game. 44.6% pass rush win rate. 9 run stops. 81 run defense grade. And the signature play maybe of Oklahoma's season, the R. Mason Thomas strip sack and touchdown with the stiff arm. With him, it seemed like getting hurt in the last 20 to 30 yards there and still scoring. This defensive line, their 2 losses are 2 of their 3 lowest graded games on the defensive line. The other one in that group was the Michigan game that was close for a long time until they put it away late. This Oklahoma defensive line can be a dominant unit. When it is, they win ball games, and when they run the football well enough, they win ball games, with Robinson especially stepping up for them. But this is the unit you worry about most if you're Alabama, if you're LSU, especially with their offensive line, and if you're Missouri with a true freshman quarterback. You got to find a way to block this front four. You're going to have a lot of problems.
I want to shout out Peyton Bowen. In this one, the highest grade player for Oklahoma. So he did allow a 54-yard touchdown in this game, but I will say I put more of the blame on that play on Cortland Guillory, who missed the tackle on Braylon Staley that sprung him for the touchdown on that one. So yes, in the stat books for us, it does go down as a 54-yard touchdown allowed by Peyton Bowen, but again, it was more on Cortland Guillory for missing that bad tackle against Braylon Staley that I blame Peyton Bowen for that. He also had an interception in this game and a forced incompletion in this one as well. He has been a star defensive back for Oklahoma really his entire career, and he made a couple big plays last night too.
No, absolutely. I think when you look at this Oklahoma defense, it is the type of unit that can carry you to a win, and the turnovers especially that they forced in this game were big. I think it must have been an emphasis coming into the week. Hey, Joey Aguilar in big spots is loose with the football. Over the last 2 years at App State, he had the most turnover-worthy plays in the country by a mile. This is a big thing for the Tennessee offense this year. In these 3 games, he's turned the football over in big spots. Oklahoma knew that. They were ball hawking all night, and those were the biggest plays of the game, really, was those turnovers.
Definitely.